Yes. You already know, family. You already know. It's the guy, itsDjAnt, and welcome to the Trend City Radio Top 40 Recap. Oh, yeah. And we about to get right into it, man. So coming in at number one, we got my girl, Tesla Nay, with the hit single Southern Soul Weekend. This track was actually at number 4 last week. Finally got voted number 1. Big ups to my girls Tesla Nay. Big ups to East Oakland management team. As another one of their artists is voted number 1, man. Big ups to them, man. Big ups to East Oakland management team. Big ups to Tesla Nay. This is her second number 1 of the year. Tesla Nay doing it real big, man. She got a lot of performances coming up towards the end of the year. If you want to check her out live, you can. And man, she's gonna be a big time artist, man. She's already big now on Trend City Radio, but come next year, she's gonna be fighting for Artist of the Year, man. I can already see that. I can already see that, man. A lot of number 1s in her future. Big ups to Tesla Nay. Coming in at number 2, we got GRQJ with the hit single Still Running. This track was actually at number 5 last week. Jumped up to number 2, holding it down at that number 2 position. Big ups to my man GRQJ, as this is his highest ranking to date on Trend City Radio. It seems like he's gonna be going number 1 pretty soon. He should be voted in there by the fans within the upcoming weeks. Big ups to GRQJ for doing this thing, man. This is a young dude right here. I mean, young dude and doing it real big on Trend City Radio. Big ups. Coming in at number 3, we got my man Sonny Cole with the hit single Weary of My Kind. This track was at number 2 last week. Went back a spot, but still holding it down in that top 3. Big ups to my man Sonny Cole for doing it real big on Trend City Radio, week in and week out. He is always in that top 10. You feel me? Fighting for one of them top spots. But as of lately, he been, you know what I mean, doing this thing, Weary of My Kind. It's just now really starting to take off on Trend City Radio. Just now starting to take off. So big ups to my man Sonny Cole for doing this thing. Another one of East Oakland management artists right here. Sonny Cole, big ups. Coming in at number 4, we got Sterling Christian with the hit single Came a Long Way. This track was actually at number 3. Was in the top 3 last week at number 3, but now it's at number 4. It went back a spot, but still holding it down in that top 5. So Sterling Christian still doing this thing, man, as he's getting prepared for the Cypher League Season 4, which will be debuting on Thanksgiving. So he preparing for that right now. So he kind of double dutying right now. He also in that top 10 on that top 40 at number 4. So we should see if he can get to number 1 within the upcoming weeks. Big ups to my man Sterling Christian for doing this thing. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 5, we got the veteran Carrie Cleveland with the hit single I've Got a Feeling. This track was actually at number 7 last week. Jumped up a few spots, now holding down that top 5 at number 5. As my man Cleveland would say, this is 44 years in the making, and she's still twerking that thing. Big ups to Carrie Cleveland for doing it real big, man, as she's always outside, man, as they say. You know what I mean? When they be outside, Carrie Cleveland is always outside, man. Always doing performances, always doing shows, always doing appearances, always doing autograph signings. Big ups to Carrie Cleveland. Big ups to East Oakland management team. Another one of East Oakland management team's artists right here. They doing it real big in this top 10 on that top 40 on that Trend City Radio countdown, fam. They doing it real big. Coming in at number 6, we got my man's 2 Real with the hit single Picture Perfect. This track was actually at number 8 last week. Jumped up a few of them things, holding it down at that number 6 position. Big ups to my man's 2 Real. for doing this thing as he's climbing up that top 40, man. He was always in them teens, as in the last few months. He was even back and forth, up and down, up and down, up and down. But now he in that top 10, man. Now he in that top 10. We can see if he can go number one. There's a lot of artists gunning for number one towards the end of the year. We can see if my man's Too Real will get him another one. Big ups to my man's Too Real. Coming in at number 7, we got my man's Jay Smooth with the hit single Show You. This track was actually at number 10 last week. Jumped up a few of them things, holding it down at that number 7 position. Big ups to my man's Jay Smooth, representing Chicago real big, doing it real big. Also preparing for the Cypher League, man. As he's double dutying as well. We'll see if he can get to we can see if he can get this Show You track to number 1. This is real dope right now. The fans are really gunning to it. You feel what I'm saying? And Jay Smooth doing this thing, man. This is another young dude doing it real big on Trend City Radio. Big ups. Coming in at number 8, we got the female, the beautiful Royalty Music with the hit single Bye Ya Ya. This track was actually at number 6 last week. Fell back a few spots, but still doing it big on that top 10 at number 8. We'll see if Royalty Music can climb back up. As she's been falling down for the past few weeks, but still holding it down in that top 10 though. You feel what I'm saying? She's still in that top 10, family. Still doing it big. Big ups to Royalty Music. Bye Ya Ya. Been doing it real big on Trend City Radio for the past month and a half. Been doing it real big. And been in the top 10 for like the last 3 weeks. We'll see if she can continue to do her thing. Big ups to Royalty Music. Coming in at number 9, we got my man's O.B. with the hit single Beauty and the Pain. This track was actually at number 15 last week. Jumped up 6 of them things, holding it down at that number 9 position. My man's O.B. is back on Trend City Radio. Only been back for a few weeks, but he been killing it. Been killing it real big, man. This is a real dope track, and I can see why a lot of people are voting for it and why it's jumping up, in that top 10, and why it might be number 1 real soon. We shall see. It's one of my favorite tracks on Trend City Radio right now at the moment. Big ups to my man's O.B. I'm glad he back. Big ups, big ups. Coming in at number 10, speaking of people coming back, my man's Who Is Trey Pound with the hit single Make It Work. This track was actually at number 14 last week. Now it's at the number 10 spot. My man's Who Is Trey Pound was just at number 1 a few weeks ago with a different single with his official music video. If you haven't checked that out, you go check that out on trendcityradio.com right now. My man's Who Is Trey Pound doing it real big. Now we got another single in the top 10, and this is Make It Work. Make sure y'all go check this out, family, because this is what it is. Is this another number 1 for Who Is Trey Pound? We shall see in the near future, family. We shall see. And that is the top 10 of the top 40 countdown. It's the guy, itsDjAnt. And make sure y'all tune in every Friday, family. We live and we live. Let's get it.